I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
In the ever-evolving world of competitive Counter-Strike, few figures have left a mark as profound as Karrigan Andersen. Revered as one of the greatest in-game leaders in CSGO history, his journey is not defined by a straight line of victories, but rather by resilience, reinvention, and unwavering belief in his leadership. But before CSGO even existed, Karrigan was already a known name in Counter-Strike 1.6. As a talented Danish player, he played for multiple well-regarded teams, including Fnatic. In these early years, Karrigan wasn't yet known as an in-game leader. He was more of a hybrid rifler / AWPer. But even then, he stood out for not just mechanical skill, but for his intelligence and discipline. He was even named the 8th best player in the world in 2011. That meant by the time CSGO launched in 2012, he had already established himself as one of Denmark's most promising players. As the Counter-Strike scene shifted to CSGO, Karrigan made the transition with Fnatic. But it soon became clear that the games were notably different. Many pros couldn't transition the skill they had in 1.6, but this didn't deter Karrigan.
But I just know we want to be the best team in 2013 CSGO. But right now we want to finish this year being the best team 2012 and 1.6, and I think we're gonna do it.
But after only 2 weeks at Fnatic, it became clear that they didn't share the same mentality as him. They were instead making excuses about how bad the game was instead of trying to find solutions. And he left the team soon after. He would struggle to find a home, jumping rosters from left to right, and with bad performances, people would start to doubt whether or not he would be able to play professionally. Besides it all, he would start taking his master's degree and take a few weeks off, where he would question if he really was going to hang it all up.
Jumping teams every third month, it was a chaos for me. Never really enjoyed the game. And I think then I started my master's degree. Then I was like, okay, I'll take a break for a few weeks. I went full ham, tried to study, and I got like A exam. I was like, okay, that's pretty easy when you actually have time to think about the exam and stuff like that.
But then Team Solo Mid came calling with an incredible salary, pushing Karrigan to do both things at the same time. TSM would mark a turnaround in his career, and they would start winning multiple tournaments together. But the perception from the public would change with the FaZe League 2015. Winning against Na'Vi and beating the then super team Fnatic 2-0 meant they would start to be respected, and they would go all the way into the grand finals against NIP. This success would carry on for a year, but behind the scenes, it wasn't all glitz and glamour. TSM was a North American based organization that had bought the rights of Karrigan and his teammates, but these players felt neglected. The thing was that TSM had a League of Legends roster that was getting all of the attention from the organization, even though the CSGO team was winning. This polarized both sides, leading to the players parting ways with TSM. In 2016, after parting ways with Team SoloMed, Karrigan made history by co-founding Astralis, the first player-owned organization in Counter-Strike. It was a groundbreaking move in the esports scene, giving players ownership, voice, and direction, and the team would become the greatest team in CSGO's history in the future. But just 8 months into this revolutionary project, Karrigan was benched. Despite being one of the founding pillars, he was cast aside. It was a moment of bitter disappointment, yet also the beginning of something far greater. He faced a choice: stay behind in the shadows of the organization he helped build and keep his ownership, or give up his ownership and seek a new path to prove himself once again. That opportunity came from an unexpected place. He chose to leave and seek the new path.
So yeah, I want to talk about FaZe Counter-Strike. So a lot of people, if you guys did not know, we announced a Counter-Strike team yesterday. It was pretty awesome.
At that time, FaZe Clan was far from the powerhouse it is today. The roster was a collection of displaced talent, players no longer wanted by top-tier organizations. Kiyoshima, who had been dropped by Envy, Alu, who'd fallen out of favor with Nip, and Rain, while promising, was a rising star without a stable team. FaZe was in need of direction, identity, and a leader. Karrigan stepped in, and within just 4 days of joining, he led the team to a semi-final appearance at E-League Season 2, and within 3 months, FaZe surged from number 15 in the world to number 4. His impact was immediate and undeniable, and the management believed in Karrigan, so they gave him time to build a foundation now with the promise of going after trophies the next year. As FaZe's vision for dominance grew, so did his roster. When AC departed to join North, Karrigan brought in one of the most mechanical gifted players in the game, Nico. This acquisition marked the beginning of what many dubbed CSGO's first super team. Soon after, legendary players Olaf Meister and Guardian joined the squad, and the hype was insane. Never had a team had such hype behind them. This newly formed FaZe roster stormed through events, defeating even the likes of Astralis at the E-League CSGO Premier 2017. And with momentum on their side and the world watching, all eyes turned to the upcoming E-League Boston Major in 2018. The chance for Karrigan to become a legend. Heading into the Boston Major, Karrigan knew the timing was perfect. SK Gaming, one of their biggest rivals, was undergoing roster changes. The field was open. FaZe were favorites. This was Karrigan's moment to claim the one title that had eluded him for all these years.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for waiting. Make some noise! FaZe Clan versus Mousesports.
Try and get quick access. Smoke down inside of it as well means that they could vent dive, but Nico's pushed back and Karrigan's made contact with Oscar. Outside wrap still a factor if they get toward main entrance, but Chris shut down immediately. So it's close, switches to the back box. That's gonna give Olaf easy shot on him. Pulls the scout. If they pursue, they could have problems. Nade's gonna go through. Olaf gets forward, another tag. He's single-handedly pulling it because he's got Sunny as well. And look at the amount of damage he's inflicted. Justico and Rops remain. Justico, 18 HP, 7 seconds, and he's tripping over the edge of the site. You used to be able to plant up there. They're gonna deny that. He's picked up an AK. Chris has no idea that he's there, and he's got this absolutely. As Rain gets 3, Rops had no fight left with low HP.
Here we go, round number 30. Let's see if it's got any more surprises left in this game. And this quarterfinal's just warming up.
Find out where Karrigan is. He spotted his foot. He'll go back for an easy kill.
Here we go then. It's Nico coming in. The backline takes down Chris J. All of a sudden, it's flipped around once again. 2 versus 1. The world's best player up against it to stay in the game. They'll go for the fake defuse, but Nico not taking the bait. Can he finish things off? Yes, he can. We're going to overtime. As he used a flashbang, he walks in, and that's it. FaZe against all the odds. As we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise again. Let's give this the justice it deserves. It's good as well. He's in a lot of trouble here.
Can't find the angle on the left because he knows they've bypassed to underneath the heaven. That's what he was hoping to get instead. Try and stay alive.
They can run away with this half, but Mousesports still with plenty of cash, and Olaf Meister giving us a bit of fun there. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Karrigan. And that's beneficial to Chris, or is it? Nico's already got him down, so he knows that he's gathering information there, but Nico again is the one to find the frag. He's now up to 3, the only 3 in this round for his team. Yes. Round, yeah, 4. Let's go. Looking forward, and he's got it as well. The ace to close out the half, 10-5. Get the shot in aggressively. It's Nico instead. It's going to push through, and that's pretty good because he finds Oscar at the lockers as well after taking down the long shot. Karrigan is Sunny, and it's just Rops. Young Estonians, first time in the playoffs. He's certainly impressed, but it's not been enough. The mouse has bit the cheese, the trap is closed. 2-0 for FaZe. They'll move through to the semi-final.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first semi-final, FaZe Clan versus Nadek Finster. Make some noise! Navi on the D side, 5 sets of armor, and Rain kicks it off in style. And they're gonna have to rush B, get stuck in, and see if they can find Karrigan at the very back.
Immediate exchange in B. Nico's won that easily. Karrigan's down. That leaves Nico alone. He's already gotten 2. He's still boosted up, and from that angle, he'll take down Edward. A great start and a clean start for FaZe. Oh, with Olaf already out in front of it, though. Playing off of Rain. It shouldn't be a problem for him, although he gets traded out immediately. That's beneficial, because now it opens up the pit side. Karrigan will shut it all down, though. And it also Karrigan in behind them. Crossfire set. Wolf and Guardian once more. Karrigan's not going to come into the fray at all. Electronic at least picks up the gun to work with. Unfortunately, with 9 seconds, such limited HP, no chance for a plant either. Without exposing himself too deeply, without committing to the fight. And when he goes, Electronic's perfectly positioned to take the headshot. 16-9.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a semi-final. This is a major. Let's make some noise. Get Na'Vi back in the game. Takes down the AWP, but still a lot of work to do here. Rain guaranteed 2 frags. I say guaranteed, he misses there. A rare miss from him. Now it's a 2-on-2, but Nico still alive. Still trying to make up the mistake made earlier. 1 versus 1, and that's more like it from Nico. Let's see, so they'll just get some CZs here, and they'll try and do what they can. Why are they rushing B on an Antico? I have no idea.
Gathering Swine. He still sees that there's damage to be done. Certainly, if he doesn't have his weapon equipped, watch for Edward. He's low HP. This is all working out. Guardian suddenly making it work as Zeus has to pull back. Nico's got the trade. Electronic last alive, and Guardian nails the shot. That's sloppy and desperate from Na'Vi, and FaZe takes back control. Needs to stay alive and doing it as well. First shot successful. Electronics followed it onto Nico. Olaf will get one in return, but back through. Auto sniper for Karrigan. He's got Electronic down. He's doing massive damage. The man who had to watch the last D-League major go to his nemesis of Astralis.
Hold on to whatever they can.
Great
nice
read.
shots.
Great read from Zeus to hold off as well, because he knew CT was covered, so the vent was less likely, I should say. What a shot from Guardian, words out of my mouth, as he nails it through the box. He is tagged up. Smoke on the bomb immediately. He's got the kit. Doesn't elect to hold on to it yet. He's got time to play with, and 2 for 2, Smoke will do. It's FaZe to the final, and Guardian is an absolute god.
FaZe advanced to the Grand Finals to face Cloud9, a North American underdog team playing in front of a roaring home crowd. FaZe had already beaten Cloud9 5 times in a row prior to this event, so they simply just picked the same maps as they had before. Everything seemed to align. It would be the easiest major trophy ever, but what followed was one of the greatest grand finals in CSGO history.
Cloud9 will be starting on the T side. You heard what Sean said about noise. Make some noise in this bitch!
This is going to be very, very tight. They cannot afford a single mistake here. If a single shot goes awry, that's the problem. Good trade out from Skadoodle, but it might be too little, too late. That's a good no-scope there from Skadoodle, but he still needs to get the bomb down. Oh my god, he might be able to do it. Skadoodle is fast, but it's not fast enough. There are chances here for FaZe. Guardian's watching the cross to short. That's information they know. Say, oh, Nico goes down straight away. That was maybe the only chance, but Guardian comes back in. Oh, Guardian, he gets 2. There's still more to go, though. Cloud9 must plant the bomb. The peaks come in, but Guardian will not stop. 1 more to go, and Guardian gets them all. Scar is up close here with the MP9. He could be in for quite the money-making mission. He's going to just grind them all down with the MP9. Money in the bank for Skadoodle.
Skadonglers.
Ooh, there you go. That's a nice crack. Looks for the follow-up, but he can't find it.
You do wonder if Cloud9 are starting to feel the pressure now.
Pushing through, understands this distraction at play. He can get a free push through the smoke. Skadoodle's done.
Map point for FaZe on the pick of their opponent. They need to hear you guys. They're against map point here on their own pick. Cloud9 putting 4 around A. Attack, the best form of defense.
FaZe going quickly up short here. Russian Tarek finding fresh. Skadoodle over the smoking connector. 2v1 against Rain. Can they make it work? Yes, they can. Absolutely they can, but it's still not over.
1 more round. Where's the home field advantage? 8 versus 3, the bomb is down. Automatic still on the A side for some reason. Maybe looking for a lurker. This is absolute time. The smoke's going away. And now Olaf Meister with the sniper. There's Guardian. Automatic on his own. Running up the short position. I think Olaf Meister's heard him, which means that they can all hold angles. The smoke fake, the flash fake won't work out. FaZe Clan take the first map of this series.
Map 2, Cloud9 versus FaZe. Cloud9 down a map. We're trying to make a play here. Stewie, the smoke criminal, is he?
Oh my god!
Where did that come from?
Skadoodle, what are you doing? Cloud9 no longer peak. They're inviting him to the site. There's Skadoodle with the first shot. Stewie, quick for a second. The spray down, the garden hose. All the Weezer dead. 5 rounds for Cloud9. It's the absolute beginning of this team. Karrigan leaving Astralis. Tarek as well, he's got a lot to prove, and he's trying to do so. Relentless aggression, doesn't matter what the situation. Oh, that's dirty, but it is from Stewie 2K, and Tarek finishes things off. He's popping off.
Now they know where the last player is. Karrigan has to hit the shots here as he turns the corner. The grenades are in, and that's going to be that. Do not give this man a chance.
Kobe!
Very big moment. Stewie looking to use the element of surprise. There we go. Nico's down and out, and they'll go in a torrent of bullets. As now Cloud9, they almost have the sight. They've got it. It's going to be a very tough one from him. And the bomb still has not gone down just yet. Brain looking to do it, but shut down by the Cloud9 side. Every single angle right now. 4 different points of attack potentially. Guardian, he is going to give himself up there. Tarek in position to exploit his plays through the smoke. Tarek though, undiscovered. Where's the refrag? Damage. And automatic can reset the situation as Tarek waits patiently. Oh, that is phenomenal! Cloud9 make it work! Map 2 in the bag! All right, already going to see some nades used here by Cloud9. Well, they left open quad, it may have been a misread because in goes Cloud9, but Olafmeister has something to say. 3 kills! That's a great defense from him, and Guardian starts to get in on the action as well. FaZe! Finally, Guardian's just rotated back. There may be a good window of opportunity here for Cloud9.
So Nico, the Molotov is not damaging him. He gets the first kill, running distraction now. His teammate can try and hide and pop out afterwards. The pop flash is there as well. And Guardians back in the B bomb site, but Nico and Karrigan shutting everything down.
Once again, a push towards Banana.
Nico by the sandbag, the teammates backed off. And okay.
So FaZe need to operate before the full push is in. Good initial grenade there, chipping away at these aggressive FaZe players as they move into the bomb site. Tarek not checked for. Oh, he gets 2! That's outrageous stuff there from Tarek. He falls back.
Banana, so he'll go for the bomb instead. Can he get there as well? If he gets on it, then he's probably going to get this defused. He's the last man, but no, FaZe Clan, all the guns trained in the right directions. Can FaZe Clan be stopped on their march towards the trophy?
And look at this, a late retake here from Cloud9. The flashes are in. Stewie goes in front. Nico gets 2, and that is huge. Now Cloud9 are up against it. FaZe sees the opportunity, but Tarek, the only man, the last line of defense on the B side to be stopped by Olafmeister and his AK. This is not a good look for Cloud9.
3 HP. Cloud9 are at the point of no return. The bomb is far too thick. They cannot win this. They've got to run away. They have to run away. They've got all the kills, but they won't win the round. It's match point FaZe. Olafmeister maybe offering a fake towards the B bomb site. Meanwhile, the push comes in towards A. Skadoodle in the smoke. Skadoodle taken down. Tarek's got to go huge here. He's got a crossfire with Rush. We've got Guardian in a short position, and he's exposed, but he goes down to spotting 1 player, maybe 2 towards the other position. Now Olafmeister's on short, but it's a flash, and he's taken down. Tarek is not done with this major yet.
Here it is, Tarek! They stay alive for 1 more round. After this round, we're either going to overtime, or we're crowning a new major champion. We're handing away a trophy in this next round, potentially.
This is what majors are about. Listen to this crowd! He's the only man on Banana. Rush with an off angle, looking towards the Apps position. The Molotov comes in, but so does the rotation. Olafmeister, though, has been taken out towards the B bomb site. But automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own. But look at the time. Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to blow the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We're going to overtime.
Cloud9 have done it! How have they done that? They came back all the way! All the way! I find a timing, but no, it's in fact an anti-timing as he has no idea which way to look. Olafmeister still gets the kill on Rush. I don't know how he's done this. Another challenge, that's all he has to win out, but he can't. It's Tarek. Tarek all the way. 3 rounds in a row.
Automatic in the pool. Rain taken out. 2 on 2 now, and it's Tarek. He's got higher health, but it's not perfect. Down he goes. It's Guardian. He's the only man standing between Cloud9 and the major. It's going to be a double peak. There's the first one. We're going to overtime number 2. Cloud9 don't do it. They're still in this major, FaZe Clan.
Can you believe it? time is starting to run low here for FaZe. They have to move forward. Skadoodle repositioning after the first frag. It's both now from quad here for FaZe. Can Cloud9 close it? Skadoodle gets one. Skadoodle can't get the third. It's Nico with 12 health.
Is there time though? Is there time? I'm not sure if there is. It's going to be a close one. And he's done it. FaZe Clan take the lead in overtime number 2. He knows Guardian's in construction, trying to back off, trying to reposition. Sees him, tags him, but doesn't frag him. Holding the angle once again, but does he go high, does he go low? It is a dance, and now they concede multiple angles. Turret going, takes all of Bison down. Guardian on 11 HP. Rain peaks, and he gets the angle now. Superior angle. Is there a defuse for the CT side? They're not on it just yet. They're spamming the grenades. They're touching the bomb. And now goes Rain. And now the bomb is trying to defuse it again, but no. Guardian gets taken down. Absolutely unreal round from Cloud9. He gets it out, but he's holding the angle. He's got the smoke in his hand, and the smoke is down towards B bomb site. The Rapper's been stopped. There are advantages for Cloud9 now. 5 versus 4, 3 taken down. Automatic on the high ground, dropping off. They need to hold construction. Are there flashes there? Will they push? They'll re-aggress. Down goes on a Spicer. Guardian and the Rain remain. Automatic pushing through. It's Guardian versus 2.
We saw it from this position before. He cannot miss a single shot. Guardian waits patiently as Cloud9 sets the push up. Oh, it's happened! They made it work! Cloud9 are your E-League Major champions!
Cloud9 emerged victorious. For FaZe, it was devastating. For Karrigan, it was soul-crushing. Reflecting later in an interview, he's told that he still believes it was the right play to go B, a sole player against 3. But Stewie was just better that day. He also admitted, if I had won that major, I wouldn't be sitting here today. I might have started slacking. The loss at Boston did more than deny Karrigan his major. It fractured the team. And coming off a devastating close loss at the Katowice 2018 Grand Finals against Fnatic, the players no longer believed in Karrigan's leadership. The atmosphere turned toxic, and eventually Karrigan was again looking for a new home. But this time, it would be different. He now believed he had more to show, and most importantly, more to win. He joined mousesports, a roster full of young unproven talent who needed someone to guide them, and instantly they clicked. Under Karrigan's veteran leadership, this underdog team rose from a ragtag group of nobodies to becoming the second best team in the world. They didn't just improve, they thrived. For the first time in a long while, Karrigan had found the joy in leading once more. But then, something would happen to the pro scene that had never happened before. At IGL Counter-Strike 2020, mousesports were the final team to play on stream. They were playing against 100 Thieves and were sitting at a 1-1. But for some reason, they were given a 30-minute extra break. Something seemed off, and as he was standing in the arena, a message would ring out that would destroy his world.
Thank you very much, Alex. Thank you very much, Henry. And yes, we all do love exactly what we're watching right now. Counter-Strike. It's what brought us all here. But for the time being, I've been tasked with something very, very special and I guess very interesting in a lot of ways. I've prepared this, so I'll just read from the card if you wouldn't mind. The Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2020 will drive on, and we will complete this Masters Championship. However, I regret to inform you, the viewer at home, that the public or in-arena audience, that has been canceled. That, for the time being, until further notice, has been canceled.
Just as they were finding their form, everything halted. No crowds, no arenas, no momentum. The isolation and uncertainty took a toll on Karrigan's motivation. They lost their match, and with it, the dream of winning Katowice. As his contract neared its end, Karrigan told mousesports he wouldn't resign. It was time to once again move on. There was only one place that made sense. FaZe Clan had just lost Nico and was in a rebuilding phase. Karrigan returned, not to chase instant success, but rather to build something sustainable again. But before joining, he learned that they were planning to bench Kiabi and bring in Twist from Liquid. It was the right call. Karrigan brought not only leadership but experience, and with him, Robs would eventually follow. This time, they had a plan. Build a championship team from the ground up. Karrigan would enter IGL Katowice 2022 with one single goal: win this fucking tournament once and for all. They would win against Team Liquid 2-1, but lose to Navi 2-1. This meant they would have to take the long way and play in the quarterfinals. And this is where Karrigan would reveal the true might of the FaZe 2.0 project.
Can't afford to follow up. Oh dear, they're out wide. and savagery on the site.
It's left to Robs. Biggest challenge yet. They do feed in the first. Not like this, Gambit. Don't give this guy a chance.
Sneaks further. There's the shot. Robs has found two. This is a 1-on-4. Oh no! And Robs might just knock them all down.
Robs knows. Oh! There's the closer! Robs! What a way to lock in Dust 2!
The smoke is good. They check above the boost, and Brokey hits a headshot.
Gonna need to do it again, and there's the lineup. Lots of damage, but only... Robs had his moment. Now it's their time to shine. Brokey, a third in the round. Very labored. This is wasting a lot of time. And Brokey's on for the ace. 4 out of 5 ain't bad, but there's the fifth. Gets past refresh. It feels like it's all coming together. Time ticking away. Oh, the spray converts. Brokey. The pressure is on. Silence falls. There's nothing happening. Tessa swings back and Brokey locks in. Another 1 round for FaZe Clan. Another clutch.
Brokey needs to capitalize. He needs them all, and they're collapsing upon him. They don't clear the corner. Brokey lines up a double.
Counted. Robs and Twist left up in this one, and Robs all alone. Another clutch to close it, and this time it sends them to the grand final.
Entering the grand finals, Karrigan must have felt amazing, but it was against a stacked G2 team featuring players like Nico, Monisi, Hunter, Jax, and Alexi B, and the game would turn out to be one of the closest games I've ever seen, with one of the maps being 58 rounds long, almost beating the record for the longest S-tier map by only 1 round.
Top of Banana, they're going to encounter some trouble. Modesty with the dualies. We love that. He turns a little bit late. Nico's got his back. He's got the opening kill. An area where G2 excelled yesterday. And there it is. Alexi B comes in for a double as well. They're all chiming in early. And G2 looks to be securing the pistol. Nico just shrugging off the 11 damage he took earlier. Those dualies, they've been involved in the action, but they haven't found success. They do now. And Nico takes down Rops. They're coming through. Alexi. He goes down a little.
They're going to walk toward him, not spot him up, jumping and spraying. He's going to find 2 because JKS wasn't on his feet. Hunter comes in and dies in the same position that his cousin did. Twist at range, at distance, will take down Monisi.
Fast pace towards Banana. The play has been called. Hunter's going to turn that corner. JKS has got him. Huddled behind. Another flashbang from Karrigan. Utility starting to be impactful. JKS starting to be impactful.
So boost might not be out of the equation. JKS sees the flash, makes no mistake on it.
He's shrinking the map. Oh, miscommunication though. That's a disaster. An absolutely crumbled defense. So much in this comeback. You have to go back towards A, but that's crumbling as well.
Ops is in a huge amount of trouble. He's going to try and take matters into his own hands. Couldn't find the second shot fast enough, but Jax, he drops in. Oh, talk about an Estonian. Talk about a superstar. Talk about the elite. Robs is on a rope, and we're going to overtime, baby. Twist was able to go. Nowhere to go but forward. Twist will do it valiantly. Oh, Monisi, he gets caught out. Twist finds that as well. Twist so low, and he's left in a 1-on-1, 5 HP. Jax needs to consider every single angle, and he looks the wrong way. Twist will do it instead. And another clutch. JKS. He's got back in the corner. He's spotted out. Given up, but Alexi B has been very disciplined in this situation. Quick tap. Falls off, and he falls the wrong way, so as not to be spotted. Alexi B just waits it out, but JKS has it. Does he have the time, though? It's going to be so close, absolutely. FaZe have won map 2, and they'll go up 2-0 in this series. Twists, trying to pinch them from the other side and get the ball back. Gets 2 headshots. He's dumped away. Alexi B couldn't find the shot. He's going to turn it around. Look toward Jax, who gets it with the Deagle. Twist.
Ready and waiting, Molotov. Brokey's gonna step into it, step back into it, and Hunter's got 1. That's bomb hitting the floor. JKS alive inside the bomb site. 21 seconds on the clock, and G2 is being harassed every step of the way. Nico doesn't have the help, and JKS has a triple. That
again if they want to.
And that's a mistake of exhaustion. The Karrigan push. Brokey's got 2 towards top mid. Oh, it's so brutal. G2, Nico needs to deliver. It's his time to shine, but Brokey's picking up everyone else on his team, and he's even gonna find Nico.
Brokey's still here. Oh, they lined up. He's actually hit 1+2. He did damage. That's gonna drop them down. It's all on Hunter, and it's all over. Twist with the final kill. And FaZe finally on the stage in Katowice will take a championship. And you can see what it means to Karrigan as he falls to his knees.
And why not? What a performance from everyone across FaZe. The mastermind himself.
The relief of finally winning IGL Katowice was immense for Karrigan, and it clearly showed in the interview with him after.
Yes, we are with a clearly emotional Karrigan. If you've got friends who maybe don't believe that Counter-Strike's the greatest game on the planet, make them watch what we just saw. fifth time lucky. It was insane to watch. What was it like to play in?
It's the first time I'm in the final in Katowice and winning 3-0 with so many overtimes with a stand-in against a great team. It's amazing. Should have won in 2018, but didn't. Now I'm fucking back and fucking winning this Katowice trophy.
But this was only the start of the golden era of FaZe. 3 months later, the PGL Antwerp Major was starting, and FaZe was heavy favorites to win it all. FaZe would get out of the group stage, beating Cloud9, the team that had won against them 4 years earlier. And after winning over NIP and Spirit, it meant that they were in the grand finals against Na'Vi, who had none other than Simple, who was also hungry after his first major trophy. And the stage was set for a match for the ages.
Were as loud as an airplane taking off, 108 decibels. So let's do it one last time. It's FaZe against Na'Vi. Sport Police, let me fucking hear you.
FaZe are gearing up now, util in hands.
There's a lot riding on this pistol. And it's electronic. Down, down and out. Simple looking to change things. Those bullets are fast. They're furious. And I'm sure Na'Vi will be too. Perfecto though. And only Perfecto, head in hands. FaZe find the first round. It's up to Karrigan. Brokey does hit the shot. And Karrigan good for the headshot now, running out of options. And that'll do! That'll do nicely!
Intentional steps right there, just giving away a sound cue or two, letting them know, flash on over, information for Rain, and what a shot, Boomage. Have the right maneuver about this.
Not bad at all! And Simple doesn't even click! 40 seconds, T-side, that's the bomb! In the open! Trying every trick to recover, it has to be Rain! Looking for it! Oh! The ace! The ace, she doubted him! And he continues to prove us wrong! The answer is given, no, from Brokey, bit, time! Oh my god, it's a dual plan. Makes an executive decision just in time, he will get it down. The young can't stand tall. On the biggest of stages, he can! Oh yes, he can! 9 for Na'Vi! Here they come, it's Twist. And Rain, nice headshot. Rain finding 2 on the entrance, it's a third! And a Rain repels, but it's not done yet. Bits makes it so. Bomb needs to be planted, can they contest? Oh, he saves them as well! Of this retake, and he still stands up. A second and that'll do. Na'Vi recover. Karrigan, trigger happy. It's Brokey. Zorb that manages to find something, but already he's been silenced. Na'Vi's trades are so strong. Gets the bomb, gets 2 again. Karrigan does not surrender. And Simple's got 2. And the hand of the day, we go again. Much attached to a single round of Counter-Strike first map, and they are finding the frags. Simple in, needs a double, and lays down the law. 2 headshots, but they're running straight into the magnificent Van Donkin. And with a wave of his wand, he gets 1. Simple though can end it right here, right now in a one-on-one, a battle of wits between him and Robs as he and Robs are about to clash. It's overtime. Robs holds his nerve. And we're off to overtime in the first map. 20 seconds, where on earth can they find a way in? 15, as they really look to try and force the rotate. It's 1 man! Oh, that's the shot!
There's a red carpet into
That is the shot, Chad, I think this time. 6, 5, 4. And the bot goes down on the other side of the map. Na'Vi have got so much to do. A couple of kills is all they need. And there's 1. Simple, stubborn. Robs meets his fate. And it's only Brokey to pull FaZe across the line. It's done!
They closed out the first map in overtime, which meant his lifelong dream and blood, sweat and tears was so close to be paid off. Thousands of hours of hard work.
A lot riding on this Norwegian shoulders as he, what? With the Glock, no less. Boomage gooshes him. Smokes are in, the flash, perfect. Destined to find Rain. And he's blind, but he is not dead. He stands for 2 out of Rain. He has support, and Brokey, oh, he puts 2 into the net. He has a smoke, but he might just use his weapon. They're ready, but so is he! Rain! That is absolutely ludicrous!
Robs might be winning this one right here, right now.
He goes looking, and Electronic brought down. There's another to be had, and the bomb is loose. Na'Vi, nothing! Absolutely nothing! It might be the first test for Robson. It's around the room, and already, and waiting! It's Robs on the double! Up against it, up against the rope. Simple Electronic, though, not to be underestimated. Brokey is out of the round. Simple! Oh! He takes another! And no! The flames! Twist will get it! Seen as one to be feared, and there he is in the feed. To gain access to a site, the options plentiful. And Brain, he's not done. He gets his 30, and FaZe 2 frags away. One more!
It had all come true. He was now a certified legend. He couldn't believe it, but he couldn't stay in it for long, as just before the player break, IEM Cologne was coming up. A chance to win the 3 biggest tournaments a player wants to win in their entire career, and thus began the quest for the big 3. They would cruise all the way to the semi-finals without losing a map. Here they would meet movie star riders, and let's just say, when the FaZe train is rolling, just don't go in front of it.
Trying to see if they can put some pressure on the ramp. The bomb is committed, and Robs, he's picking them up as they come for the smoke. It's an absolute shutdown.
Entering the grand finals, they were facing up against Na'Vi, and it looked like Simple was thirsty for revenge from the major final.
We are closing out Inferno. FaZe remain undefeated. Cool keeps his cool.
Is there time? Is there time?
I think there is. I think there is, Chad. Again. Again. Oh! He does it. That's going to get the nerves going. Round the world. He's baited him in. They can't find him. Twist distracted. If he could just do it again. He's on it. And he's tapping it. Robs, nervous in the big stage. As Bits closes it out. A monstrous clutch. As the rookie keeps his cool. Do you expect it? He's thrown in some cursory glances. It's Rain that comes in and just looks to have closed the game. Electronic doesn't have the health. Pressure from both fronts. Finished by the pistol. And Simple with only a shotgun. A great headshot. Surely he hasn't got the weapon for this. Karrigan proves it. And I will see you at map 5 of the grand finals.
And both teams would trade blows going into the 5th and final map.
Nobody towards the lower side just yet, other than Brokey's AWP. He's out of the picture, but Twist is on hut. He's got one.
Gets away. Look at the bang. Damage, no. Only 2 now. FaZe for the clean sheet. Low HP, but 5 alive. Perfecto changes it, flips the script, needs the double. Twist low, vulnerable, but bailed out by Rain. A 2-on-2 and they pivot right into Brokey's domain. Plucks him, gets around the corner, and now on the fence, Simple in the clutch. Holding it down, Simple does it for Na'Vi. Down and out, watching now as
Barrel spotted.
his boys try and level the odds. Simple not ready for that. Twists, pulls us back. Brokey can extend it with the spray. It's SDY, it's Perfecto, and they melt! He smites them both, Brokey! A triple! Rain, elevated, looks away for a moment. Bitch with a trade. Brokey needs this, and he's all shut down long range from Perfecto. Twist bounds into the Sharks. Oh, he clutches it! 2 fights, 2 angles, and Twist remains supreme. Apprehension, aggression, 1 from Simple, needs more from the heavens, and Robs has taken him down. Na'Vi, nothing. FaZe Clan looking to do it. He did it once. Surely he can't hold his nerve in another impossible clutch. 3 members of FaZe, they won't let this go. They will not go quietly. All of the rounds, all of the maps, and FaZe Clan complete the triple.
Clenching out a win, 16-14, winning the IEM Cologne must have felt insane. They were simply unstoppable. This meant Karrigan won IGL of the Year at the Half-Life TV Awards.
please put your hands together for Karrigan.
And the last thing they needed to close out this insane run would be to win the ESL Pro League, giving them the Intel Grand Slam, which is when you win 4 big events hosted by ESL. And that is exactly what happened. Winning 3-1 against Cloud9 meant they had won the Grand Slam, a feat only done by 3 other teams by this point. And it's an indicator to show truly dominant teams. But just when FaZe had seemingly conquered everything, the game changed. In 2023, Valve officially announced the transition from CSGO to CS2, a new engine, new mechanics, and a new meta. The change was significant, and for many veteran players, it marked the beginning of the end. But not for Karrigan. Even at 33 years old, an age considered ancient in esports terms, he adapted. He remained FaZe's in-game leader throughout the shift. As the CS2 competitive scene developed in late 2023 and into 2024, many teams faltered, but FaZe did not. At CS2's first premier event, IEM Sydney 2023, FaZe would win the title and cement them as CS2's best team. At the first major in CS2, FaZe reached the grand final, but sadly fell short. Still, it was a historic achievement. Karrigan had now 4 major finals across 2 games, winning 1. Right after, they would win IEM Chengdu 2024, which was a validation that the team's system still worked and that Karrigan could still build winners. Then came the Perfect World Shanghai Major in 2024, where yet again, FaZe reached yet another grand final, only to fall short once more, almost doing the impossible comeback with a jumping orb no-scope from Robs in the 3rd map of a grand final.
Clicks to the house. That is a quick one tap to Zontix. Flying no-scope.
But the consistency was undeniable. 2 major finals in a single year in a brand new game engine. Sadly, they would fall short in the Austin Major. Trying to win it all was simple. But still, what makes Karrigan exceptional isn't just the trophies, it's the teams. He's led international lineups, national rosters, young rookies, and decorated veterans. He's been doubted, benched, and replaced, but every time he's come back stronger. He has built and rebuilt top-tier teams across 3 different versions of the game, and with each challenge, he has proven why he's the most respected and accomplished in-game leader the game has ever seen. And that is why many regard Finn Karrigan Andersen as the greatest IGL in Counter-Strike history. Here at the end of the video, I really just want to thank Finn myself. As a fan of FaZe myself, I've been deeply touched by how much he really cares about winning. So thank you, Finn, for not ever stopping. You're truly an inspiration. If you like this video, you'd probably like my other documentaries about Donk or Simple.